Hello my dear Libras, this is your love and spirituality reading for the time between December 16 and December 31st, 2017 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So I used the Hidden Realm, Tarot of the Hidden Realm by Barbara Moore and illustrated by Julia Jeffrey, and I will start shuffling your cards. So, when I open your deck here, we see the World card and the Empress. This is rather amazing. The World card is number 21. The Empress is number 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. So they are very connected. It's the different phases of the Empress energy. It's kind of nature. Here, nature in its abundance, Mother Earth. 12, the Hangman, it's pregnancy, evolution, something new is being born. And here is the 21, the World card. It's kind of when you return to the Great Mother, return from the Stargate that you came, you're now returning back and starting all over. But it's like a dimensional shift almost that's happening. So it seems, and here you have the World card and then the Empress. So it's some like new fresh start, not fresh maybe, but it's new and it's very luscious, very fertile new start. We can say that. Fertile. Okay. So I call the Divine with love and light. And here we see 2 of Wands holding on a little bit, holding your horses. And I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And here we see 5 of Cups. So 5 of Cups is disappointment. So it might be, or pain. So it might be some pain or the tsunami wave of emotions that have, it's like kind of waking you up in some sense. And I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether. Yes, the Queen of Cups. Okay, I see it now. You're Libra, you're an air sign. So air signs generally have a hard time connecting with their feelings. But Libra is the airy conditions of water. So kind of the oxygen in the water. That is Libra. And here we have the watery aspects of you. You are the Aquarius is the airy aspect of fire. Gemini is the airy aspect of air, so air, very airy, and Aquarius is fire air, and you are water air. So you are the most feminine of all these air signs. The other have the masculine element of fire and air, so therefore you have this feminine connection. You also have Venus as kind of your planet, so it seems like your feminine side has been awakening. It hasn't been like really in authority for many thousands of years, sorry, and it hasn't been what can I say, in a leadership role or in a role of dignity. Okay, so many of us have disregarded our emotions or disregarded our feminine side because we thought it was going to make us lose power if we were connecting to our feelings and our feminine wants and needs. Okay, so this is what's going on with you, Libra, some kind of awakening of this. So where were I? 6 elements, air. Okay. Earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Libra viewers. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning in earth. It's like your feminine side is reawakening and getting back its right to be your natural self, the right to be you, the right to have your natural reactions, the right to have your natural needs and wants. So it's very beautiful. So I want my dear Libras to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. Here you have also the Chariot, so being on your way somewhere. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So my dear Libras, see what's going on for you. Okay, so it's done there. I will just tune in for a few seconds. Okay, so my dear Libra, this is your future. This is your now. And this is your past. So your past is going into the November and the first half of December 2017. And we have the Hangman. So it seems, yes, it's the pregnancy, of course. It's a situation where you're kind of hanging upside down. You're stuck in a certain situation that might be unwanted from your point of view. But it's forced upon you by nature, by the divine, by the circumstances. So it's like a loss of control, a situation where you can't have control, but you need to go with the natural development of the situation. You can't force it, you can't make it happen in the way that you want it. And it's also spiritual development happening during this time. It's like a situation where you kind of just hang about and talk with God because you have nothing better to do. And it's usually we can also see a halo on the hangman, like in the Rider's White, for example, because hanging upside down like this, seeing the world from a total different angle, is going to make you wake up. So it's maturity. It's like a maturity rite also, growing or evolving. Odin hung like this upside down for 9 days, and he got like the vision of how to put symbols to the different sounds in their language. Okay, so they can start writing. It was also magical symbols for different areas of their lives. So we can imagine now we could maybe put other symbols on sounds that doesn't have any symbol just yet and evolve like this. So it's a human evolution, you know, finally being able to see new colors, finally being able to feel your own body from inside, and knowing that you're going to have a heart attack if you don't do anything like this and this. So it's like this other things out there that we haven't seen yet, but we are evolving into them. Something you haven't seen yet, and you're evolving into it. So this is the past. And here you have the now, and the now is the second half of December 2017. And here you have the King of Wands. King of Wands is connected to Leo, but it can also be an Aries or a Sagittarius. But it most likely mirroring something within you. The King of Wands is the true king, like the king of your soul. So it might be that you also have an awakening, not only in your feminine realms of emotions, but also because of this, because you have put in the plug to the divine and now can listen to the voice of the divine through your emotions. You can also connect with your soul and your highest road of your soul, because you know now where to go. You have your longing. Your longing is telling you where you are supposed to go. So it seems like you have been really doing some great spiritual work here. And in the future, for you, Libra, we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is the vulnerability that comes out from an awakened soul, like a person that has evolved and have accepted everything that they find inside of themselves, and accepting also their mission or their longing or what they want to do with their lives, and just going for it. They also have this kind of vulnerability to accept whatever happens, and to put someone else's will over your own, like God's will before your will, to know that, okay, so I can't have everything I want right now, but I can still ask for it, or I can still show like authenticity. So it might be different things, but Page of Cups is it's like your antenna to God through your emotions, and it's a message of love. So it might come through a message of love for you, Libra, maybe from a fire energy or a fire person. It might also be that you are going to take this fiery expression and like fiery energy and express your love. Okay, so it seems a little bit romantic, but mostly spiritual awakening is what I'm seeing. Okay, so the first card for you, Libra, in the past here, we have the Three of Swords. So Three of Swords mean that someone hurt you badly or you got traumatized. This might be a really old pain going back to your through your childhood and also to your earlier lifetimes, because usually this is an old pain. And sometimes by pain we can feel attracted to certain people because they are kind of resembling the people that gave us pain from the beginning. So Three of Swords, it's a resonance with pain and trauma. And when we have this, it can be very hard to be authentic or to be our true selves. This is actually a card for Libra, but I don't remember what planet. Two of Swords is also Libra, Three of Swords, Four of Swords is Libra, and then we have Aquarius 5, 6, and 7, and then Gemini 8, 9, and 10 of Swords. So this is you, Libra, trying to balance up your feelings, maybe trying to not feel the pain of it all. And it comes from this, what you need to let go of, this sacrifice. So sometimes it might be that you have done a sacrifice that is very painful, or you had to give up something and it made the pain arose inside of you. So we'll see what's the next card here. Okay, we have the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands is a very beautiful card about messages. It's about clear communication, but in a sense that you still have your dignity. So for some of you, it might be that that you have tried to act like you don't have pain. Okay, you have tried to act like you are indestructible. And that you don't feel pain of it all. You still try to come out as really like ongoing energy and feeling like all like everything is all right. And the Six of Wands is the card for victory. So we'll see where it goes. Three of Swords, Six of Wands. Six of Wands is Jupiter in Leo, so it's like self-expression. So I think you're trying to express yourself in a way that you are kind of you can't be hurt, but really you are hurt. And here we have the Three of Cups. Three of Swords, Six of Wands, Three of Cups. I think you want to express love to someone, but you fear being traumatized, you fear pain. So what you need to do here is to get friendly with your pain, to be able to be vulnerable. To be able to come into this state when you can be vulnerable and kind of healed, nothing can really touch you, is when you have become friends with your own inside, become friends with your own feelings. So if you, all cocky here, go up to someone at, you know, out in a bar or something, and you show them interest, if they say no, many people get like upset and almost like outrageous on this person that said no to them, because their ego can't take a rejection. And they make it to a personal thing, like, oh, why did you reject me? Am I ugly? Is it something wrong with me? But it's not like that. The person can reject you for a number of reasons. They might be otherwise engaged. They might be very used to people coming out and saying things and not taking it seriously, because they too have like memories of pain. They don't want to be fooled by someone, for example, or you are not just their type. They have another type, or there was just not their day. So there's a number of reasons why you got rejected, but it shouldn't matter for you. You got rejected. That's it. It's not saying anything about you. It's not about you personally. It's not like you need to now go and dig your grave because someone rejected you. It's just someone rejected you. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you have a trauma. Like the ego part of you has gotten hurt in some way, and you can't restore yourself self-worth or self-dignity. So it's like you are getting all on edge, like everyone needs to like you, everyone needs to be nice towards you, because in other case they will trigger this pain. So what you need to do is to, you know, go and flirt with everyone that you feel are attractive and that you can actually, you know, mean business with, not leading people on, but, you know, someone that you actually feel very attracted to, and you flirt with them. And when they reject you, you just stay with the pain of it. Okay, just stay with the pain of it, because this will heal you. It will kind of destroy the egos to give room for your soul, and it will also heal you, because it's like you might have been rejected as a child and now you can't take rejections, and you need to play all cool and like you don't care and like you're on top of your game also when you're not. Okay, so I think you need to learn how to interact with people without trying to control like how they see you or how they are going to affect you, and just take whatever comes. You can't control other people. You can only control yourself and like how you react to different things. So if you have a beautiful garden, there comes a tornado, disrupt everything, you don't have any control over that. You can only rebuild that garden after it happens, and not be like, oh, I wanted to do something else this day instead of rebuilding my garden. Well, it's time to rebuild your garden. Something that's bigger than you has told you it's time to rebuild your garden. And it's the same when you're dealing with other people and you need to show vulnerability to get some happiness, because we are gambling a little bit. We are trying to go to these people and get their attention because we want something more. We are aiming towards something. We have a goal. Our soul has a longing. But it's almost like you don't want to admit to this longing and wants to stay all cool because you don't want to reminisce about your pain. With Three of Cups, also many of you Libras will be involved with a third-party relationship. Like your partner may have more than one suitor, and you fear that you will be rejected. Like if there's a competition, like who will end up with this guy or this girl, you might feel that you are going to lose, and therefore you come out as a little bit cocky or like it doesn't matter for you. And if you play this game of it doesn't matter to you, the person will probably choose someone else. Okay, because they want to be with someone that they matter to. So, okay. So let's see if I can see something more. It might also be that you're very like have a very good self-esteem right now, and you're getting a lot of attention. Trying to get over past hurt. That might be it as well, that you're dating a lot of people to come over past hurt. But the Three of Cups isn't like just three-party relationship. It's love, like this general love that you feel between like your best friends, or that you feel in a family when it's really in harmony, or the love that you can feel for your children. It's Trinity, so it's mother, father, child, that kind of love, that kind of bond that is between those people. And all these threes are of course connected to the Empress, but also the Hangman and the 21, the World card. So it's feminine, it's like resources, things, tangible things that you can have and that can make you happy. So it's a game here, who is going to get like the happy outcome. You want to have this happy outcome, but it's a little bit like a game, what I'm feeling, because you're not being 100% authentic. You're trying to come off as something that you're not. You're not showing your vulnerability really, and that is going to make you vibrate in a way that's going to attract you towards the wrong people, like the people that will rub you the wrong way. When you vibrate on your true level, showing authenticity, you will meet someone that's on your level. if you try to come out as a person that's really cool and always into the last fashion and having your hair in a certain style, you will attract someone that's very superficial and want someone that's always look good, and they don't really love you for you. They just want surface. So if that is what you're aiming for, well, it's just to go on to the hairdresser and, you know, buy new clothes and everything, and you will find that person. But they won't never love you for you. They will love you for your clothes and your hair and your looks. And when that look is gone, they are gone. So try to see to what kind of picture you give to other people. Is that really how you want them to see you? Is that really how you want them to, is that what you want them to love you for? It's kind of, don't give the right commercial to people, because you are going to have to live up to that. In other case, the relationship is not going to last. So, authentism, being authentic. You want people to love you for you. Okay, and here we have the now, and it's the King of Wands situation here, and we have a Five of Pentacles. So it seems like this ongoing thing. You try to manifest something and it doesn't work. It's like you are again feeling this pain, being left out in the cold. I think Cancer had a similar reading. King of Wands also came out for Leo. Okay, so it's not nice when people doesn't love you, when you're not accepted, and you might try, you know, even harder, get even a new haircut, or try to be even smarter, smoother looking, or trying to get smarter, trying to show more wit, trying to like act more rich, whatever it is. It will just take you further away from what you really want, because again, if you're trying to get attention from the wrong people, you will still end up left out in the cold, because you haven't you come as the natural seed of you, like you want to be you, nothing else, you. And you have a destiny. You come like a seed and you have a destiny. And you might be destined to meet someone that's going to fit you perfectly. And when you're trying to be something that you're not, they're not going to recognize you. They're not going to know that, oh, there she is, or there he is, because they are going to see something else. Well, I don't like those guys that's so dressed up. I don't want to live up to that expectation, always have to look so smart and everything. So you need to look into that, what's going on with you. So the next card, really central here, is the Six of Swords, and it comes underneath the Six of Wands. So the sixes are connected to the Lover's card. So it seems again that you want to connect with people, you want to have people in your life, you want to have really nice relationships, but again, you're trying to connect with people on a very masculine level. You see, fire, air. It's like you want to be Aquarius or Gemini when you really are Libra. So where's the Six of Cups? Where's the Six of Pentacles? Six of Wands is victory, win-win situations, leading people to victory. Six of Swords is scientist, self-realization, getting to know yourself so you can communicate yourself to others. So I guess this is good, because the Six of Swords is going to help you to kind of explain yourself for others. So these two cards is about messages, not messages of love, but like being able to communicate yourself to others in a way so they can understand you, like who you really are, what it is that you want to say. You need to be clear, you need to be honest. The Six of Swords is truth. So I think you have been dealing with the wrong crowd. You have been surrounded with the wrong crowd, and you try to fit in, but you actually don't. So it's like you need to find your soul family. You need to find the people that's kind of like you, and not having to be in a non-authentic way and try to be approved. It's like you can't get approved. Whatever you do, it's like it's never enough for people. And that is because they might see through you that you are not acting authentic. Okay. Next card here is the Star card. I accidentally also pulled the Devil's card. So some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn person, or the Six of Swords is about connecting with your shadow. And for example, if your shadow is your feminine side, since you want to come out as very masculine here, it might be that you need to reconnect to, like the feminine parts of you, being able to tell more honestly what it is instead of having the mask on. So here we have the Star card. So the Three of Cups is Cancer, and the Star card is Aquarius. So it's talking about like your soul family, and it's talking about contracts that was made before you were born about your soul family, and they want to find you. Okay, these people wants to find you, but they can't find you if you are in disguise. Okay, if you're not acting really authentic to who you actually are, they will never find you. What we can see here, that is one part, but what we can see here with the other cards is you healing from a situation where you have felt left out in the cold. So if you have fraternized with the wrong people and tried to make them love you, stop. If they don't love you, they don't love you. If they always criticize you, it's the same thing, okay? We can always listen to people when they say, I don't like when you... figure something out. I don't like when you leave me out in the cold. Okay, so that's someone's talking from their heart. So we need to listen to that. And we say, okay, that's because I'm not that into you. And that's authentic, if that's the truth. Or it might be, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. You mean that much to me, I will show you. So that is one thing. But if another person, like they nag on you, they tell you like, oh, it's dust here. When did you dust the last time? Okay, mothers are expert on doing those things. You might need to tell her, like, this is my home. When you're invited to my home, it's my rules. Don't criticize me. I'm not your child anymore. You don't have to worry about me. I'm doing all right. I'm just not paying that much attention to dusting my what it is, the bookshelf or what it is. Okay, so you see the difference here between someone that wants to nag on you and someone that are actually authentic with you. What your mother should say instead of, you know, thinking about the dust is like, I worry about you. Are you all right on your own? Do you need my help? Or even better, say, it's like you don't need me anymore. Do you need me for something? Can I help you with something? Like, I can help you clean your house, or I miss being a mother to you. That would be authentic. So you see the difference here? Okay, so if people have treated you like you were not worthy, or you were not good enough, or whatever it was, you need to heal from that, and you need to realize who you really are, and kind of walk with God here, walk with divine, walk with your own soul, align with your own truth, with your own being. Don't let people bring you down. Don't try to play their game. Don't try to be one of them. You're just going to fail. You're just going to end up alone and miserable if you try to play their game. Don't play any games. Be authentic. Show who you really are. It seems it's a little bit what Cancer got, but Cancer have been working with this so long time, like for years, the same thing here, and they finally got it, and you have a little bit more time before you really get it, before you toss off the clothes that didn't really belong to you and get your own style that's very uniquely you. And you even doesn't have to be a unique. It can be the same sweater that everyone else has. It's just that you love it so much. Okay, so don't try to be something that you're not. Don't try to be special. Don't try to, you know, just be yourself. Like, what do I like to wear today? What is my, how do I feel? I feel very red today. I will put on something red. Okay, someone of you, since this come again, might have been dealing with a devilish fire sign being your shadow. Okay, someone Okay, so your shadow, you were supposed to take in what they represented. So try to find out what the devil is representing in your life. What is it that you have been fighting against for the last years? Like, what is it that you have tried to keep on a distance? Let that in now and see what it does to you. For example, if you have been feeling left out in the cold and someone is always putting boundaries and make you jump through hoops, if you are allowed to be with them, you need to be like this and this and this and that and that. Okay, and you just stop and you put boundaries towards them and you play their game, and it's not game anymore, because it's rather that you stop trying to win in this game. You stop trying to prove to them that you are lovable or worthy. You just stop. And then you have learned what they was trying to teach you, because they were trying to teach you something. If someone comes and gives you hell, they try to teach you something, and it's usually the thing you hate with them the most. That's what you need to learn. So try to figure out what that is. Okay, and here we have the future. So the Page of Cups, this vulnerability, and here we have a Three of Pentacles. So another 3. I don't see too many people. We saw a King of Wands, that's Leo or any fire sign. You saw Devil, that's Capricorn, and the Star is Aquarius. But I don't see too many people. It's more like an inner process inside of you. You need to have the Child, the Witch, and the Warrior. The Child is the one that is the antenna, feels the feeling or gets the vision. And that was Ace of Cups and Page of Cups and Page of Swords. And you listen to these antennas, and they are coming with a message to you that being interpreted by the witch, the mother, okay? And she feels it, okay, my child wants this. And she tells it to the warrior, the husband, like archetypes within you, different sides of you, how they're working together. And the husband within you, the warrior, is saying to the outer world, I feel like this, okay? So that is how a healthy human being is functioning, having all these parts in a situation where you're not being able to work in Trinity and not cooperate within yourself. Your child might be crying and saying, I want someone to love. But your witch is saying, oh, there's no one here that will love us. And the king, your warrior, a King of Swords in this case, since you're an air sign, will like be all offensive and keeping everyone's on arm's length distance. So it's chaos, like inside of a person that's acting like that doesn't listen to their inner child. Okay, so here we have Three of Pentacles, and it's not really like splendidly positioned. So it might mean that someone is not doing the work or not putting in the energy to fix this. And that might be why you're so sad, because the other person doesn't try. They don't try like you. You have tried everything and they don't try like you. So you feel like you are the only one trying to fix this. I'm the only one being in this relationship. Battle Scars, that's the tune for you. They are saying this in this song, that I should give it up because I'm the only one trying to fix it. Not with exact those words, but this is like what you have been going through here. But the Three of Pentacles is a very good card anyways. It's talking about healing, healthy programs to heal, going through, having necessary discussion inside a partnership, relationship, family, to get to the core of the matter. Why little Sophia feeling like this in our family? Why is she always like on the brink of like being depressed? And we other are so happy. What's wrong with you? They want to say. And she says what it is that feels. Because sometimes we have like this one child is like the antenna in the whole family, because we have Trinity in the family too. Different people get different roles. So one person might be the antenna picking up where the family isn't really healthy. And they try to come with the message, and the other people in the family needs to listen. But it might be that this doesn't work where you are at, because people don't listen to you. And what you need to do is to give justice to yourself Like you don't care if they protect you or not, if they love you or not, if they are being with you or not. You are protecting yourself. You are aligning with yourself. You are loving yourself. So start there, and you will get like a real good foundation to become healthy and have healthy relationships. Because if you try to sell yourself out, sell yourself short to become loved and accepted, following the rules, this shoulds and shouldn't, you will never become happy. You will just become a slave, and that's it. Okay, next card here is Queen of Pentacles. So, Queen of Pentacles might be an earth sign person, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. It's usually Virgo, and you have this person underneath this Six of Wands, Six of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. So it might be like you have mother issues, and you had all the Empress cards, kind of, and this is the sister to the Divine Mother. So this might be your actual mother, or it might be like a girlfriend or a sister. It might even be a masculine person, but having this, like they could give you everything you needed if they wanted to. So question if do they want to. So it's like you're being excluded from someone who could give you everything. Queen of Pentacles is like a mother, healer, teacher. She's like abundant. She just sends out seed to everywhere, and she don't care where it's ending up. But these earth sign people can also be very, very stubborn, and if you have wronged them, it can take years for them to you know, forgive you again, or they never will. So this might be a person that doesn't care about you. They are like occupied elsewhere. They are trying to heal themselves, and of course this can be you also, trying to build maybe a healthy economic foundation for yourself, like building something so you don't are in need of anyone else. You can take care of yourself. So many of you are probably working with this, or working together with other people on a certain very creative project. It's something very fertile about this, but with this history, there's a lot of different scenarios how this can play out. So, okay. Next card here is the Eight of Cups. Yes, Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is person leaving the situation, and they're leaving the situation because they feel hurt, and they have found, like they have started to align with themselves and what they have found inside. They are following themselves, their soul's will and the divine will more than other people's will. So it's a little bit like this person is leaving the society, leaving this situation, this prosperous situation behind, probably because there are certain demands here, like, well, you can be with me, but you need to fulfill this and this and this and that. So you can be with me if you have the right clothes. You can be with me if you follow the rules. You can be with me if you are this and this and that and that. And still, it's still like this that I told you before. If people have rules for how you are allowed to behave against them, that's up to them. They need to be able to have these rules exactly as you need to have these rules. So, for example, if they feel not nicely treated by you, they are allowed to say so and to put up boundaries, but that might make you pack your bags and leave. Okay, so it's something with this situation, even if it's healthy, even if it's like prosperous, even if it's a foundation you can build on, it's still like you're leaving. Or it might be that you are offering all this like healthy love to someone. It's like you have so much love to give with all those threes. The Empress, it's like you have this motherly love to give, like unconditional love to give someone, but they still don't want it. Maybe they want to like maybe they want to have many different relationships and not just being in one. It can be a person that doesn't want to commit. See, they are turning away from this offer, but it might also be that this person is not suitable for you. It's not like the one. You are not compatible in some way, so therefore they are leaving because they have another road to go on, and that's not including you. And it's not personal. We have our different destinies, and that's it. So I don't see the Page of Cups so much in this reading, but I guess it's like this, that you leave this situation behind because you want to be authentic to your inner child, like to your, here we have the Empress as well, and the Chariot that we had before. So I think you're leaving people, leaving a relationship, maybe going a little bit into loneliness, because you need to find connection with your inner child. You need to find out, like, who am I? What do I want? What do I need? What is it that I'm aiming for? Like, what am I made of? What's going to make me feel at home? Because the Eight of Cups can sometimes be a person that doesn't feel at home anywhere. They always find something wrong with their situation, and they're leaving, because the problem isn't like the situation, the problem is inside. Like this hurt inside, that this, see, they're looking to something in the past here, something that have happened, and it might be that you, Libra, you don't want to connect with this. You don't want to connect with your inner child. So you're always on the run, and what you're running from is yourself, and wherever you go, there you are. So you will never be happy if you continue with this. You need to find that inner child of yours, and make it like, if it's I think I have told you this before. I had a dream, a little child was falling out of the balcony. No one in my family went out and picked it up. They say, oh, that child is already dead, so it's no meaning. And I was rushing out, calling the ambulance, taking care of the dying kid. And here you are, like, just like this person here is kind of acting, if they are not, if you are not connecting with your inner child, you're acting like this family that didn't care that your inner child was just falling off the balcony and dying. So you have some little inner part of you that's dying and needs your attention. They need to have a shoulder to cry on, and you need to be that shoulder for yourself. You need to give yourself justice. You need to listen to what it is that they are so tormented by, and what it is where you haven't got support, where you haven't got love, and your actual needs. Find out what you really need. Like, oh, so we want it not to be like this. They are looking into the past, and she died there somewhere, like when you were 6 years old or so. It needs to be like this. Okay, they're looking to the past. They're seeing what's going on there. This person looking towards the inner child and saying, okay, I understand what was going on. I'm now coming because I'm going to heal you. This is what I want to see from you, Libra, that you are doing this. Taking care of yourself, okay? Healing yourself. Oh, well, so you need to accept your vulnerability, like the parts of you that can be hurt, because they are already hurt. So you're not protecting them by ignoring them. You're just sending them to kind of hell, okay? So you need to pick up the pieces of yourself and start to look at them and not resist them anymore. Just look at them and, you know, cry your eyes out. And cry and cry and cry until there's no tears anymore. And you can be with that inner child without the crying. And maybe one day you can be with the inner child without even feeling like stone cold in your chest. It might take years. Like for Cancer, it has taken like 2 years. See, and you're starting, it's like you're starting now. So 2 years from now, maybe we will see that Libra also have a healthy inner child and finally stands up for yourself and not giving away your power to belong. Okay, everyone wants to belong, but this inner child of yours wants to belong with you, so you need to take care of it. Okay, no more of that. So for my dear Libras, yes, this is a childhood issues and a past life issue, and we need this horse to break free from the merry-go-round. And the horse is, of course, your feelings, the things that you are always trying to run away from. You can't run away from them because they are inside of you. So you rather need to face them and become that white horse that's breaking free from the old that didn't work for you. You were not that person that they wanted. You are you, unique you. Like God planted you here. Didn't want something else. Didn't want this what the other people want. God wanted you. You were born here for a reason, to be exactly you and nothing else but you. So try to be you. Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply, my dear Libras. See here, fine. I will read this because I love how Debbie has written these texts. You are not openly accepting the vibration from the breath of life. You have somehow blocked off your divine right to inhale deeply and fill your lungs with the life force that is yours. That's because you don't accept yourself. Take 3 deep, notice 3 deep breaths right now and clear the struggles you have inside. Breathe in the energy of life and let go of anything that no longer serves you. Okay, so take a deep breath and let go of everything that's no longer you. Like the things that were never you. You just acted like they were you, but they weren't. Okay, now you're going to be you, and you're going to be loved for the person that you are. You can never be loved for the person that you're not. So don't even try that. Be yourself. And I remember now the song that came for you is Battle Scars. I don't know the artist. Okay, my dear Libras, I hope this will help you in your endeavors and, you know, give justice to yourself now. Align with what you really want to have in your life and leave the rest behind. I also want to welcome you back to my January reading, a new year, okay, end of this year of end of illusions and great revelation, and now we are stepping into something new. Join me on that joyride into 2018 and come and see me in the middle of December. Okay, bye bye.